Hello and welcome to Live Talks with Anurag Paul. I am your host Anurag Paul. In this latest episode of our podcast, today we are going to talk about one of the most important and controversial aspects of dating apps, swiping left or right. You may know how it works if you have ever used a dating app like Tinder, Bumble or Hinge. These apps show you a series of profiles with photos and a short bio. Then you can swipe left or right on them to show your interest or disinterest. If you and another person both swipe right on each other's profiles, you have a match and you can start chatting. But how do you decide who to swipe left or right on? What are the factors that influence your choice? And what are the consequences of swiping too much or too little? These are some of the questions we will discuss in this episode. This is Live Talks with Anurag Paul. Let's get started. First of all, let's talk about why people use dating apps in the first place. People use these apps mainly because of curiosity, entertainment, social validation, and finding a romantic partner. Of course, different people may have different motivations and expectations when using dating apps, which may affect how they swipe. For example, some people may swipe right on everyone they see, hoping to get as many matches as possible. This strategy is sometimes called swiping for validation or swiping for ego boost. It may make you feel good in the short term, but it can also have adverse effects in the long term. For one thing, you may end up with many matches that you are not interested in or compatible with. This can lead to frustration, disappointment, ghosting, or even harassment. You may miss out on some potential matches you would have liked if you had paid more attention to their profile. This can lead to regret, missed opportunities, or even loneliness. On the other hand, some people may swipe left on almost everyone they see, hoping to find only the best matches possible. This strategy is sometimes called swiping for perfection or swiping for quality. Let's talk about some red flags you should watch out for. Some signs indicate that someone may not be a good match for you or may have ulterior motives or bad intentions. Here are some examples of red flags that you should swipe left on. If someone asks for your phone number or personal email address before getting to know you, that's a red flag. They may be trying to scam, stalk, or take the conversation to a more intimate level without your consent. If someone says that they are looking for someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously, that's a red flag. They may not be serious about dating, have low self-esteem, or make offensive jokes and dismiss your feelings. If someone has too many revealing photographs, that's a red flag. They may only be interested in hookups. They may be narcissistic or have nothing else to offer besides their looks. If someone doesn't respect your boundaries online, that's a red flag. They may be pushy, controlling, or manipulative. For example, if they try to move the conversation off the dating app, follow or friend you on another platform, or pressure you to meet up or send nudes without your consent. They may be arrogant, entitled, or playing games. They may also have unrealistic expectations or standards for their matches. If someone uses the phrase, "I don't usually swipe right, so if we match, you are pretty lucky," or something similar, that's a red flag. These are just some of the red flags that you should be aware of when swiping on dating apps. Of course, other red flags may be specific to your situation or preferences. Trusting your intuition and being careful about who you swipe right on is important. Remember, swiping right is not a commitment but an invitation to get to know someone better. When swiping on dating apps, being selective and open to potential matches is important. So swipe right on people who deserve your time and attention. So, what is the best way to swipe on dating apps? There is no definitive answer to this question, as different people may have different preferences and goals. However, here are some general tips that may help you swipe smarter and happier. Be clear about what you are looking for and what you are offering on dating apps. Are you looking for something casual or serious? Are you looking for someone similar or different from you? Are you looking for someone nearby or far away? Are you looking for someone who shares your interest or challenges your views? Be honest with yourself and with others about your intentions and expectations. Be selective but not too picky. Don't swipe right on everyone or no one. Swipe right on people who catch your eye and spark your curiosity. Swipe left on people who don't appeal to you or raise red flags. Don't judge people solely by their looks or their bios. Give people a chance to show their personality and their values. Be respectful but not too polite. Don't swipe right on people just because you feel sorry for them or because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Swipe right on people because you genuinely like them or want to get to know them better. Don't swipe left on people because they are not your type or have a minor flaw. Swipe left on people because you genuinely don't like them or don't want to get to know them better. Be mindful but not too obsessive. Don't swipe too fast or too slow. Swipe at a pace that allows you to pay attention to each profile and make an informed decision. Don't swipe too much or too little. Swipe at a frequency that will enable you to balance your online dating life with your offline life. I hope this episode helped you in some way. If it did, please share it with someone who might need it too. That's it for today's episode of Life Talks with Anurag Paul. I hope you find these tips helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me at www.lifetalkswithanuragpaul.com. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time.